How's your day going?
I've been on Zooms all day. And I
Oh,
looked at my
no.
calendar. That's like, oh, another one. Oh man.
That's all right. Let's make this one fun. How does that sound?
That's right. That
Okay.
sounds good.
That's party with XP.
That's right.
So
Good deal.
how are we going in course building and what are you doing? Let's start with some celebrations.
Okay, celebrations. I really don't have any. I've been okay, so here's the deal. I'm getting two different things from XP, and one I need to do my get my email sequence going. That's I need to set up. But
Oh,
I'm
yep,
getting another email from from the team because I have the lifetime XP, but
yep,
I haven't
yep,
built my course yet. And
yep.
so it tells me on another email, it's like, you this is your time is running out. Last call on your Experienceify creator. And I want to get that straightened out because it's like, what am I doing here? So I'm not, it's a little confusing as to am
Okay,
I
okay.
building? Yeah. So you want to see the email that I got
Uh,
or
Sharita, I just wanted to double check. Am I saying your name right? Just let me check that.
Sarita?
Yes. Okay. So I did say that right. So you have to
Yeah.
excuse my accent of friction. So if I don't quite pronounce it right, so that will be on me. But
You're good.
okay. But the first celebrations you're here, so we're going to get this cleared up, and
Good.
so that's good.
Thank you.
So welcome. But I think one of the things is, are you? Can I just clarify something before you show me the emails? Is that did you? So obviously you have the done for you package. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you will need to submit all your materials for the team to
Hmm.
build it for you. So, and then, but in saying that, that is the course you want them to build for you. But at the same time, you can still keep building whatever you're building, right?
Mm.
You can
Okay.
still independently build your course that you wanted to build, but you can actually so you can do two courses simultaneously. It doesn't really matter because you can build your own course and then but because you have already got the
Let
done for
them,
you service, so let
yeah.
them do that. So you just have to submit all the spreadsheets along with all the materials so they can actually do that for you.
Oh, okay. See,
Does
and
that?
I hadn't, yeah, I
Yeah,
understand what you're saying because
yeah.
just starting new, I didn't know how to do a course and all of that good stuff.
No problem.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I think a lot of I think a lot of people that's new in the course building are in the same boat because you do look at the big giant spreadsheets, which all makes sense once you start to build it yourself once, and that sheet becomes really easy to fill out because you know exactly what needs to go where. But I think when you're new, you're kind of going, what does that mean? What, I don't, until you actually understand XP, you don't actually know why you need to fill out that sheet the way they have asked. So I think that's
Yeah.
probably the best way of explaining it. They're not, they do need all that information, but it's
Mm.
just there are ways you can get around of not having to submit that video right now. So you can just put a
Okay.
placeholder video, and with a spreadsheet, they will ask you, do you want a video in the different in module one. So for example, training one and module one, training one, do you want a video? If you say yes, but you can actually add that later. You can just put a holding video in there, and then
But
you
I'll
can
just say,
change it
yeah, I
out
went
later.
through.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the other thing is that I got the email to integrate XP with Go Plus.
Yes.
And so I need my API key. So I didn't have any
Okay.
success in learning how to do that. So that's one of the big things that I
No
would like to
problem.
do.
So let me quickly just bear with me. Let me just uh, make this cursor a little bit bigger. Uh,
You have my attention, Becky. So take your time.
yeah. Just bear with me. Sometimes I folks come in a little bit late, but that's okay. So in the meantime, it's just us, so all good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just quickly show you. So I've logged in to. So what you need to do. So we are in. Obviously, you see this when you go into Experience when you're building things.
Yeah, see, I don't even have experience. I can't pull that up like that. So I don't know how to get that. That's one of the issues. I don't have
Okay.
that screen.
You don't have this screen? Okay, so what do
Let
you
me,
have,
what did you
Sharita?
put is app dot experienceify. Let me see if I can pull that up now.
So app.experienceify.io. Do you want me to drop that for you in the chat?
I'm gonna see if I can app dot experienceify experienceify dot what
IO?
dot io
Yeah,
dot io. Okay,
yeah,
that's it.
yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'm a human.
It's okay, it's okay. Why don't I drop that in the chat for you anyway, just so that you can,
Okay, yeah,
so
it's
that
doing the
way it
security
might be
check.
a bit,
Hmm.
yeah.
That's fine.
So, also, Sharita, you should actually have received a email for your Experienceify login details. So would you be able to locate that? Because that will actually take you in here.
Okay, so what would the email say?
So it will be basically, it will be your login information for Experienceify.
All right, I
Not
can go
your,
back
yeah,
through my
sorry.
email. So it will come from Experienceify or
Yes, yes, it should be from Experienceify.
Experience. Okay. And this takes me
No
back
problem.
to 5 in 1 hour. Goes all the way back to, would it be support? What are you saying?
Support at Experienceify, possibly.
Okay. It says, okay, okay, is that, okay, so it says, I found the email back from February of 25. It said to get this party started, log into your Done For You mini course by using your magic link below. Is that
Yeah.
it?
Magic Link is great, but you do really one thing that we found once you start building, Sharita, is that you do actually want to get your login and password, which will be your email address, and then there will be a auto generated password, because that will be the best way to log in. Because sometimes Magic Link can lock you out if you have several different Experienceify open, but that's a later problem. But if you can't locate that email, I'm going to drop this for you. If you just send support a email to actually get them to resend your password and get them to send you your password and login details again, that will be great because you do need that. So for later down the track, before you do actually need it, because otherwise later down the track when you get lockout of a Magic Link, it can happen when you have several different profile open. Especially Sharita, can I assume that you have done EPM?
I did.
Yeah,
I
so
did.
so because you will have a login to Experienceify as a student of EPM, but you will need a builder. You need to actually access the back end of Experienceify to build your course, which will be two different systems. So when you have logged into EPM and when you have logged in as a student, sometimes they are slightly different. So you can actually try to use your EPM login to see if you can actually so try to do that, see if they have actually put that together. Trina, if you
Okay.
have a EPM login, use your magic link. Don't use your magic link, no. Use your password and login.
Okay, for EPM. Yeah, I have a password for EPM
Yeah.
and let me see. Leave your message. I'm actually in Momentum now. So do I use Momentum or do I use
Uh,
EPM?
I think you will have
You will
probably the
have
same login actually, I would imagine. Or do you have a new password for Momentum as well?
I don't.
Yeah, so I think it will be the same. So that will be, let me see if I can actually, I think I've got course attached to this one.
Let's go plus. So um Let me see. Okay, this is momentum. So I have the EPM personal milestone doc. So I'm in it now.
Yeah. But do you see this screen? Just bear with me for a second. I'm just going to share this. Let me see if I can pull up one. So I'm just going to share my screen a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see this, sorry, it's not sharing. So you see the screen when you're logging in.
Yes.
So when we first log in, something like this should actually show up. So
Yes.
that very first top one is actually your experience supply. So you can go into the back end using that to the builder.
Oh.
So that very first one, if you have, see how that just took me there, but underneath this is all my courses underneath.
Okay.
So, but this one on the top by itself, if you have one that's independent by itself like this, is actually your how you log in to edit and to build your courses. So try to
Okay. Let me
see if
see.
that, yep, sorry.
No, that's fine. Let me see. Mm. You have too many tabs open, right?
It's okay. Sorry, Sharita. I think that's everyone's problem. And sometimes when the ladies actually share screen in these sessions, that you can see that you can't even see the icon. They're so little. So I think it's the same for everybody now these days. Because things just keep popping open, right? So
Oh
happens.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
I do have a rule for
No.
myself, but maybe you want to apply it, is that if I can no longer see the icon properly, I need to actually take a minute to go through and shut down everything that I'm not using. So,
Right. Yes.
yeah,
Yes. Okay. All right. So that didn't work. All right. So come on. I
it's
had it
okay.
open. I don't need that anymore. I don't need that anymore. I'm gonna do it. While I'm trying to find them, I'm going through things. I'm
That's okay.
closing
No
out as I
problem.
go through here. All right. I'm over here for a minute. Um, We just need to get back in there because I had seen that once, but
Yeah.
hmm,
Do you want to share your
okay,
screen, Sharita? Because that might be easier for me to help.
to help me. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm in a course. Um, oops. Yeah, let me share. Um,
We'll just take a minute for the request to come through. Here we go. I've okayed it, so sometimes it just takes an extra second.
okay, so
Oh, oh, that's your EPM tracker. So it will be one of those ones, those yellow and green X's on the top, I would imagine. Sharita, will be one of these yellow and green X's on your tabs.
Yeah, I was trying to go through those when we were talking, but these now on momentum and
Yeah,
courses. So
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. No, not quite.
Let me see, there's
Not
another
quite. Make
one
yeah,
here.
and
This is the one with the class on it. EPM, your bonus
yeah,
expires in 257 days.
yeah.
Um, yeah,
Okay. So we might have to try a new login.
okay. Let's see, let's try and do login. So
Just
do you want me to,
Experienceify. Just do experienceify.io if you like. That might be easier.
okay. Oh, here we go. Here's login. Maybe
Yep.
that.
Yep. That's it. So
Okay.
that.
Yeah, my password. That's the key.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
the fun
yeah.
part.
Don't read it out. Don't read it out.
Okay, let me see. Where is it? Okay. That's not it. Um, Okay, let's try this one.
Here we go. And go straight to the top. See that orange tab right on the top?
Yeah, let me move
It's
this
this
so I
one.
can see.
I think you may have,
Oh, right here.
yeah, that one. Yep, just click that.
Ah,
Voila, here we go.
woohoo!
Congratulations. So that's what you had. That's what you do to get here. And I will just take you through. You wanted to know about the API key. So if you go to account on the left hand side bar, the third one from the bottom, go to account. Oh, yep, there. And go to advanced on the top banner. Just go to advanced like that. Scroll down for me, Sharita. Keep going, keep going. Here's your API key right there. Don't show it. Don't show it. Just but
Copy it.
just take that key. Yeah, so copy it, and then that will be your API key that you need. But it will live there. It won't go away, so you can actually access that again to connect to things.
So where do I put it?
So that will be actually I can Sharita, do you mind sharing your email? I can drop you a I can actually drop you a video that Ledek has done to actually connect. In the past, Ledek actually has done as actually I wonder if it's still alive. Just bear with me for a moment. Let me
Mm-hmm.
just check something. Let me check if it's still on the net. I might be able to share that link with you actually. Da, 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 da. Challenge, is that still here? Because there's just a little bit of step to do. Bear with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just going to actually drop this link. This challenge is no longer live, but however,
Okay.
the tutorial in here actually helps you. Well, they actually take you. There are 5 videos in here. There are a few things you may wish to learn how to do, but the very first, I believe, is actually the very first video that actually walk you through how to connect. Let me see, connect your Go Plus to Experienceify. So. Here we go. Yeah, the very first video, challenge number 1. So I've just dropped the link in the chat for you. I just find these videos really helpful.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and do set up the Stripe in both places. I mean, Go Plus and Experienceify, because what something I find that even if it's, even if you want to do something really simple in the order form sense, that we do actually need to your account information actually need to be in there with Stripe. You don't necessarily have to take payment using Experienceify, because you can take payments through using Go Plus, but you do actually have to connect that to Stripe. That would actually be the best if you just set it up now. It's actually really straightforward, Sharita, because you wanted to just actually, if I assume you use Stripe, or
Yes.
do you use PayPal? Stripe. So
Right.
yeah, so you will be able to actually set it up in here, the same place down the bottom here, connect with Stripe account. If you, I'll drop a help document for you. And
Okay, I
this
guess
take
I'll
you.
let go of my API key. Do you need me should I stop share and
Yes,
just
yes, absolutely.
okay. All right. So challenge.
Setting up Stripe. Here we go. I'm just dropping this help document for you, Sharita, as well, in the chat. You can just save the whole chat, obviously, later when we are done, so you have so you don't have to copy one by one.
Mhm.
So this will actually take you through step by step how to set up Stripe link in the system, and it's actually pretty straightforward. It will take less time than you think. So do just get it set up. I think it's just much cleaner way of working. Of when you actually start to set up order forms and things like that later down the track, that you're kind of going, oh, I
Mhm.
haven't got that set up. So it would just be good. Just my recommendation, but you can do that later if you wanted to, though. So it's not going to affect
Okay.
how you build.
Okay. So I'll put
Oh,
the API key in and I'll put the this will show me how to put the API key in, and after that I'll set up Stripe and
yeah,
that'll
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So they shouldn't. Both things are pretty straightforward. To connect Go Plus and Experienceify, they are designed to do so. So it's should be pretty straightforward.
Okay, and going back to the I guess this oh you can't see it. Going back to my account with all that information in there. It
Yeah.
says, okay, anything else? Going back to the dashboard, create your first workshop. Should I start there once I get that done?
Yeah, so I think Sharita, like depends, like I said, because you have already got a done for you service booked, you might as well get one course built, even something small, big,
Hmm.
whatever you like. I would highly recommend get that film filled out of what the information that you have, and send that
Yeah,
through to the done for you team and get that moving. But if you wanted
I,
to actually, sorry.
I did send some of this stuff, but I ran into the block where I didn't know what to do next. So they have some of this stuff. They don't have my videos yet,
Yeah.
nor my content. So yeah, they did get some of it on
Yeah.
because they sent me the Google Doc. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I do think that it's I think you can actually put some sort of holding text in there, just so
Yeah.
you can actually see what comes back later. Like, for example, um, it's go in and have a little play and grab a template. I think this is my recommendation that will actually help you fill out that form that you have. So you can actually just go and create. Let me just share. Is that okay if I share
Oh,
with you?
please.
Just
This is a
so
private section, Becky, so you have my
uh,
full attention. I
yeah.
said,
Unfortunately, we're not quite private because we are recording this. This will be shared. So but let
right,
me just
we're the
share
only
this
two here.
anyway. Yeah.
Right, I get
Yeah.
special. I get
Yes,
special
so
attention
that
here.
that's really cool because with things like this that we can, because just two of us, so that we can actually do these one on one. So but
Yeah,
sometimes when we have five or six people, that's slightly different because we've just got
sure,
to move through a few more questions. So
absolutely.
all right, so if I go to courses and up on the top here, I can add a new course. I can do a blank. Just choose one of these. Why don't we choose a expiring mini course? and that will create, and that will pop that down here for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then you just go in and you can start looking at what that looks like. I've done a few, obviously, we have a few of these questions. That's why there are so many different templates that
Yeah.
you can choose from. So just say, even because you're going to have you probably have a full course. So do go and choose a gamified course
Okay.
as a template just to play with, actually. Sharita, I'm not
Okay.
saying you want to use the template to build it, but at least to understand where everything
Mm-hmm.
goes. So
Okay.
if I click into this, just so you can see. So this is the gamified course template. And if I do this up on the top here, you can see my nice big cursor up on top. So if I click
Yes.
this, this will actually give me the front end, what the student sees, more or less. This is what it's going to look like. So this is the front
Okay.
end, and this is the dashboard, right? Where we actually do the building part. So you can actually flick between this tab and this tab every time you make a change to see what changed.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, I think that's one of a really good way to learn on, when I put in when I change the basic information, what happens to this page. Or, and when don't worry about the payment, because that you can set it up totally later. But when I go into module 1, when I make changes here, like edit, when I change week 1 here, what happens to this page? You just got to refresh every time you do some sort of change. But right now you're sitting on the home page, so you probably want to go into trainings, into that day 1. So you can actually see the correlation of what is actually in the back end and what's in the front end. That's always a good way of testing how that works. Where is my information going? Where's my
Yeah.
information going when I'm filling out this column?
Okay.
Is that helpful?
Okay. Yes, very helpful.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
like you go in here, you can actually load all the module description. That's not there because we're not, where are we? Week 1. So why are we in module description? This should be training. Hang on. Here. Yeah. So because this is training description, so when you change this will change.
Okay. So when it says all trainings, that means that I'm setting it up. And then when I want it to go live, does it give me instruction how to do that?
Yes.
Or
So
this is the
it's
training for the course?
no, this is the training for your course. So you build it in the back.
Oh, okay.
So you build it not live, and when you're
Okay.
ready, you just
Okay.
publish it like a website. You
Okay.
can build it in the
Got
back
it.
end, and then
Yeah.
yeah, it's a one push button to
Hmm.
actually publish the course. But this is to load all the information. So
Okay.
so this information will display
Yes.
here, and when you actually go in. And training notes usually appears under here. That's the training notes
Oh,
in this
training notes.
column.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, so training notes. So you can actually go in, and then I will highly recommend you go in and add something like in caps and bold and stuff like that, so you can start to see
Mhm.
how this relates to what you see in the front as a student.
Mhm.
But just remember, once you have actually input and hit save, you just have to refresh the page that you're sitting on so you can actually see how that works.
So
Because
save
this
it and
might,
then refresh.
yeah, save
Yeah.
in the back end when you're building, and then
Yeah.
refresh the page so you can actually see, oh, okay, this is where that's showing up in the front, what the student
Got it.
sees, and I want this color, I don't want this color, and all that sort of thing. So
Okay.
yeah. And just let me quickly, actually, because you're new to this, so let me quickly, do you want me to quickly walk you through this part of how
Sure.
this works? This
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
media. This media is where your video will go.
Okay.
Yeah. So where your actual training video, you just follow this. Excuse me. So choose from a gallery, so you can upload the video up to Experienceify, and then you can choose it after it's uploaded, and then that will appear on your training, in the particular training that you want. And you can set the release time here. So in the meantime, everything comes always this leave locked until you can change whichever day, like you can have it release immediately, but because it's not live, it doesn't really matter because you're just playing with it. You can set it to release after certain days, and after X days that the course begins, and then you can leave it locked, obviously, have a draft. So leave it, so when there's a draft and leave it locked. So when you leave it locked, when the course is live, the student can see the training is there, but they won't be able to access it until you give them rights to it. But when you have it as draft, the student won't even be able to see the training.
Okay, they can't see it while it's in draft, and I have to unlock it for them, like.
Yeah, so you can, you have to unlock it for them. So you can just actually hit immediately, and then that particular training will become live.
Okay. Oh, and I see on a specific date or after so many days. Okay. All right. Got it.
So, but sometimes when you wanted to display all the trainings, but you don't want the student to have access, you can actually hit leave locked. So that way it will stay visible, but they can't access the actual training itself. They just know, there's 4 more sessions coming up, for example.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
got it.
And actions and points, this is where you will actually add your actions and all the XP, collecting all the XP points here. So you can actually add more actions by just clicking this button, add. So then you can go and change the new action, and then that will, Sharita, that will appear. So another block like this will appear right underneath. I can show you actually.
Okay.
Might as well save this. See how we added a new action block?
Where? I didn't see. Yeah, okay. Got it.
Yeah. So what's this? If I am giving you information overload, please do tell me to stop, because in the action and points here, there are few different action types you can choose. The simple checkbox is just to collect XP points saying I've done it. You can actually put in an essay response. So if there's something that you want them to be able to, so you ask them a question so they can actually give you a proper written up response. That's what you will choose, and then the answers will come back to you. And or you can do a multi-choice, so which means it's like a mini quiz if you wanted to. Like this, and you will be able to set it up here.
Okay.
So
that's good.
And last tab in here. So these are the workbooks that you wanted the students to actually have. So you just uploaded it here, and that will actually appear once your page is built. Once, so usually that will appear under here, just depending on how you have your page set up.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, happy?
Very good.
Questions?
Yes, very, very helpful. No, the only thing I remember is, like, I understand from the email I got from Lady that the API was maybe a little difficult, and if you had trouble. So to me, in my mind, that was going to be a difficult thing. First to find it. So you show me where to find it. So setting it up is not going to be difficult. That's my concern.
It shouldn't. It should be very straightforward. Like I said, do follow that very first video of that link I dropped you. It says 2025 challenge, but don't worry about that, because it's the challenge might be over, but the video still applies. I
Still
actually
good.
find that
Okay.
I still find that the process is actually really quite straightforward. But
Okay.
what I'm going to do though, Sharita, is I'm going to actually drop support's email address for you at Go Plus. So if you run into trouble, please give them a email. Drop Sebastian an email. He's really good. That he will be able
Okay.
to help you as well. So it's
Okay. So can I show, can I still
yeah,
um
yeah, yeah, absolutely.
share my
Please
screen?
do. Yeah.
Let me show you. So this is, where is it? See, I still have it up. So this is what I have: Connect, Experienceify, and Go Plus.
Yeah.
And so the video that you've given me is
Oh,
paste the
that's
API and Go
probably
Plus.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that should be pretty straightforward. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't think I had to connect a few. So I always find them relatively straightforward to use. So I didn't
Okay.
have any
All right.
yeah. So if you have all
All
the
right.
right informations and you have actually hit click save connect and just give it a moment, but this sometimes it does take extra 30 seconds for it to just to link. So you may just have to wait for a moment and then or check back later of just to make sure that is all connected. But it should be
Okay.
fully straightforward.
It should be fit. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I've
I
dropped
believe you.
support's email address in there for you anyway, at Go
Yeah.
Plus, so you can actually email them if you've really run into trouble, or for some reason it's not talking to each other.
Yeah. Okay, great. All right.
Cool.
This is good. Thank you, Becky.
You're most
This
welcome.
is,
Sharita, can I show you something really
oh,
quick
sure.
before
Yeah.
I know you had an all day of Zoom meeting, but I thought this will be
Yeah.
quite critical because I think many course creators in XP, the new course creators in XP run into this trouble. Not trouble, but they're just pulling their head out. They don't like this template, for example. They're going, but I have made all the changes in I made all the changes of text and it looks all fine, but how do I customize my template? Um, See how you may wish to change this to your brand color and all the different things. So what we need to do is, for example, we will need to go into step number 4, Sharita, and pages and templates is where you need
Pages
to,
and symbols.
yeah.
Okay.
So if you click into
Change
here,
colors. Mm-hmm.
to modify how you want your homepage and how you want your homepage to feel, look. So this is where you would actually go in and change all the different templates for each. Um, so this is what homepage looks like. So if I wanted to say, oh, I don't like that yellow, for example, I click
Mm-hmm.
into, sorry, I'm probably going a little bit fast, so I'll get out of this and I'll start again. So I go to edit content.
Mm-hmm.
And on the left-hand side here, this component content pops up and I can change the background color to say, sorry, I like blue, so I'm just going to change it to blue because I can. And then you can drop this down to alter your homepage. Now, this is, if you want to change your homepage, this is the only place to do it.
Okay.
Okay, so this is your, basically every time the student log in, this is where the student will end up first. So this is definitely
Okay.
a page that you need to edit.
Edit. Okay,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay.
And so you go into edit content. This is where you will modify all your text on the left-hand side here.
Okay. Yeah, text. Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So headlines.
Component.
So these will, they're pretty self-explanatory, but you just go in here and change it. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And if I want to add a video, I can add a video from here too.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, yep. Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So this is the only way that you can add a video to here and
Mm-hmm.
homepage. So this is just to edit the template, but if you wanted to add more things, like I decided I want, for example, if you decided you wanted to add more different type of blocks, you want a second
Mm-hmm.
video, for example, you can actually grab one of these and drop. Just literally
What is
drag and
that?
drop
Oh, so
a block. See that we were hovering
right.
over the different blocks. So
Yeah.
that will make that your second video.
Where'd you get the video from?
Oh, sorry. This is one of the templates, Sharita. So I just literally grab one of these templates and I popped it in
Okay.
here. And then I go
Hmm.
into edit content.
Okay.
And then I can replace this purple video currently with my own video if I wanted a second video on the homepage.
So if I'm doing working my course, I can still grab a template and use something out of it.
Yes, absolutely. So
Oh, okay.
sorry, let me just uh, double check the question. What do you mean by if you're working on a course?
Right. So I'm in my course and
Live? Your course
I'm
is running
editing.
currently?
No, I'm
Oh,
setting it up and
yeah.
I'm editing it like we were doing on the side, like adding a video,
Mhm.
changing colors, blah, blah, blah. And then you said if you want to add another video, where did you get that video? You said from a template. So if
Oh,
I'm
sorry. I meant you can actually grab a template to add another video to the homepage, but you need to upload your content. You can actually add, so hang on, let me just move this down. So this is
so I
your
guess
hero.
yeah. So the question is, how do I get the video off of the template into my course?
Which video? Sorry,
The
Sharita, I'm a
purple
bit lost.
one.
This purple one.
Yep.
So you
Yeah.
can't, I don't think you can actually download what's actually the stock videos. I don't think you can download that. But if you want a second video, for example, so say, I'll show you actually, I'll show you one of ours. Just bear with me. Let me go to a live course. One of our, I think which one have we, where did I put that? Sorry, I have so many different accounts. I'm just trying to remember where I have actually popped this course that I was going to show you, this mini one that I've done. I think it's this one. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this is one of our course. This I've actually logged into the front. So okay. So this is one of the pages actually. Just we've done, this is a mini explanation of what the whole course is. This is for organization that
Okay.
we've actually done. So this is a welcome video. Here is
Uh-huh.
just a standard welcome
That's very
video.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an AI and leadership course for kids age between age of 8 to 12.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
yeah,
So cute.
yeah. Oh, we love it. This is actually a really fun course to do. And so we found that we didn't want to make this video too long. So it's only
Yeah.
3 minutes and 36 seconds is just a welcome, what it is. But the thing is, once we start to go into explanation, for example, the week one is not part of the core course. So it's just actually to prepare for mission launch, setting up for success, for example. And this is where we thought actually we need to explain what week one we do, what they are going to be doing in week one. So this is what we have actually added, just an additional video that's not the same as this video on the homepage. And we thought, well, actually, when we do the celebration, at the end, that's also not part of the core training. We also need to explain that too. So we've just added additional videos to support what's actually going on. And you can add these while your session is live, or make
Mm-hmm.
them live later so they can actually appear if you want them to. If you want them to be able to see it, like for example, you don't want them to see it in week one, you want them to see it week 10, you can actually set it up to give them a tag for that to appear later. In week 10, they will receive a tag and the video will become live. but I don't want to confuse you. That's later down the track where you can do quite a few fancy things with automation, but you don't have to worry about that now. But it's just to, if you wanted to add additional videos to the homepage because you think the one video is not quite enough, you want a supporting video, you can add a second one. Like you can grab the template and replace the video and replace the text as you see fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Mostly, I don't
Yeah.
even think you really want to use the standard Go Plus video, XP stock videos anyway, because they are usually quite short and yeah.
Okay.
They're not
Yeah,
related
yeah.
to your course, that's all. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
the videos, but they're just not, they're just stock
just never label.
videos. So yeah.
Got
So
it.
I hope you find that helpful. But that's homepage though. Let me switch back. Hang on, I'll go back to this. No, actually, sorry, I'm sharing the wrong page. I'll flip to the right page so I can actually show you. Where are we? Yeah. So I will take you back here to where we are actually doing the building, because the next thing you're going to come to me and say, Becky, you didn't show me this. So if you wanted to add a few things like the old trainings page, single trainings page. That's probably the three you really do wanted to modify, because that's what let me just flip onto, let's go preview. So old trainings pages where you get a big giant list of all the trainings that's available.
Okay.
That looks like this. So you
Mm-hmm.
probably most likely will want to change the color, the banner, and all these things. This is where you will make the edit of the old trainings page. That's
Got
where,
it.
so that's that. And single training. And later, if you have different modules, you do want to do all modules as well. So that's probably the most critical thing I would say that you will wanted to add at the beginning. All modules, all trainings, and probably and definitely single training.
So I would go in and lock those.
Yeah, so you can't, well, you can't necessarily lock those because they are the template for each
Oh,
page.
I see.
Yeah, so whatever you set up, however you set up these templates, every single training, for example, if you set up the single training, that's probably the most obvious. So this is actually a straight out template of
Okay.
what your single training will look like. So a video will appear here that will be for every single training that you do.
Mm-hmm.
When students click into it, that's what they will see, the name of the training, and then the video,
Change.
and your uploads, and that will obviously change in step number 3. You remember we were looking at uploading different documents for students to be able to download. That's where
Yeah.
that will actually go for every single training, but this is just the straight out template of what the page is going to look like in principle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can change all of this as you wanted to, and make it look how you wanted to look, feel, in terms of the single page, single
Okay.
trainings page. So I think
Single
I've
change.
gone through for total information overload today, but do pop back in, Sharita. I will be here, but just work through because I wanted to just give you a quick overview of
No, this
Experienceify.
was good.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I feel a lot better now that I know how to proceed.
yeah,
So it's going to be a
yeah.
fun weekend. I think I
Yeah,
can.
well, have lots of fun. And if you really get stuck here, why don't I'll share my information. If you really, really get stuck over the weekend on something really quick, just
Okay.
shoot me an email,
All right.
and then I'll be go to step number 3 or go to step number 4, something real quick like that, and that might actually just help, because sometimes it's to where do you find this thing, right? So
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
cool. Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're most
I
welcome.
love this. I love this session since nobody else showed up. I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you did too. So, but did you have fun learning and you feel
I
better?
did.
That's
I
great.
did. I
Excellent.
I learned so much. So you were very helpful. So your
Thank
time was
you.
not in vain. Yes.
Oh, it never is, never is. But I'm just glad. I see a smile when you leave, and then that makes me very happy.
Yes, definitely a
Cool.
smile.
Yeah.
I
But
appreciate
do
it.
if you do run into technical issues with API and things like that, do actually drop Go Plus an email.
Super.
And
Okay,
yeah.
I'll do
But
that.
do save your
I'll change.
password because that will be how you log in back in. So you don't want to be
The
looking for that.
password that
Yeah.
I logged in with
Yeah.
right now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, excellent.
And just checking before I let you go, have you saved our chat? Because there are a few links in there.
Yes, I got all the information out and we're good.
Amazing.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, nice to meet you, Sharita.
You too, Becky. Next time I come on, you're just like, that's the one. I was the one that took all my
Amazing.
time.
And I'm looking,
Yeah.
no, no, no. I'm looking forward to hearing your progress. And we're going to start with a celebration next time. And you're going to tell me, I've done
Next
this, I've done
time.
this, I've done
There
this,
you
and
go.
that'll be cool. Yeah.
There you go. See,
Cool.
yes, there you go. I had nothing to celebrate because I didn't know what to do. So
No, no,
now
no. Well, we were celebrating. You were here. You took the
that's
first
right.
step in sorting this out, right? So,
That's right. That's right. That
yeah.
is a celebration. Yes. Excellent.
Absolutely. No, I'm just for the sake of I'm just going to put up a rocket because I can.
Right. How about that? I agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Cool.
Definitely. Well, I'm gonna send some hearts then, okay?
Oh,
Thank you.
you're most welcome. So happy course building, Sharita, and enjoy
Thank you so
building the
much.
course and shoot us an email or support an email if
I will
you
do
run
that.
into any trouble.
Thank you,
Cool.
Becky. Appreciate it.
Well,
Enjoy
have
your
loads of
weekend.
fun. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.